Till here we have discussed. Now we are going to the next point. The comparatively next point I am discussing. The comparatively high value of E naught, which is Mn3 plus to Mn2 plus, shows that Mn2 plus is very stable, which is on account of stable D5 configuration of Mn2 plus. Why it is the comparatively high value? Why it is high value? It is coming because the conversion of Mn3 plus to the Mn2 plus is easy. So that is the reason you get the positive values. That's the positive in the sense higher values. In the negative also, that you get the higher values. So that is the meaning of that one. Means it's like towards positive. Why? Because Mn3 plus always wanted to convert into the Mn2 plus. If you give the electron, if you want to try to reduce it, that easily that can reduce it itself, and that can oxidize others one easily. So that is the meaning of that one. That shows that why this is, the reason is that D5 configuration. The reason is that D5 configuration. That is the reason. D5 configuration of Mn2 plus. The comparatively low value of E naught Fe3 plus to the Fe2 plus is on account of extra stability of Fe3 plus D5. So what is the electronic configuration? How many unpaired electrons you are getting, Pooja? Vidisha, how many you are getting for Fe3 plus? For Fe2 plus, how many? You have written Fe for Fe2 plus, right? How many electrons you are getting in Fe2 plus?
4, sir.
Unpaired electrons I am asking. In Fe2 plus, unpaired electrons, how many? How many you are getting, Aishwarya?
4, sir.
4 electrons. If you write for the Fe2 plus, 4 unpaired electrons. For Fe3 plus, how many that will be, Aishwarya?
5, sir.
That will be 5. So that is the reason, because D5 is the stable configuration. So that is the reason what happens. To convert from the Fe3 plus to the Fe2 plus, that is difficult usually. Because why? Fe3 plus itself is the most stable, and you are trying to give the electron to that one. So for that one, you have to give the energy from outside. Here, what is happening? Energy gives that itself. Manganese only will give the energy to outside. That is the reason positive you can get. But here, what happens? Fe3 plus to the Fe2 plus means you are outer. From the outer side, you are giving the energy. Then you require a lot of energy for that one. You are trying to make the D5 to D4, which is not the so simple. The reduction potential values they are talking about here. Low third ionization enthalpy of Fe. Okay, so low third ionization enthalpy means, so first ionization enthalpy means removing of first electron. Second ionization enthalpy means removing of second electrons, like that. Okay, so third ionization enthalpy, to get the D5 stable configuration, you require less energy. So that is the meaning of that one. The comparatively low value of chromium is on account of the stability of chromium 3 plus ion due to its half-filled T3 configuration. So what is the meaning of here? Cr3 plus. Low value for Cr is on account of the stability of Cr3 plus ion. To say is here, what they are saying in that point, Cr3 plus is more stable. Are you able to see what I am writing here, Aishwarya?
Yes, sir.
So what is the electronic configuration for chromium? Basically, we know that electronic configuration of chromium is 3d5 and 4s1. So what is this one? 3d5 means 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 electrons I have written. In the case of 4s1, what happens here? 1 electron. Okay, all are the single electrons only. So what that statement is saying, that try to understand, it is most important thing in coordination chemistry. You are going to study very well in this one. Cr3 plus is more stable. So usually what is happening here, Cr3 plus. So what is the meaning of Cr3 plus? How many unpaired electrons are here, Aishwarya? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aishwarya, what is the electronic configuration for Cr3 plus?
5, sir.
क्या 5? कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स निकालना है मुझे? Cr to Cr3 plus means how many electrons I have to remove? I am saying Cr2 Cr3 plus. How many electrons I need to remove to get this Cr3 plus, Aishwarya?
3 sir.
हाँ, 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स निकालना है, ठीक है। तो 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स किधर से निकाल लेगा तुम? ये वाला एक निकालेगा, दिस वन यू विल रिमूव, दिस वन यू विल रिमूव, दिस वन यू विल रिमूव, राइट?
Yes sir.
हाँ, सो हाउ मेनी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर देयर नाउ? 1
3.
2 3। ओके, समझ में आ
Yes
रहा है
sir.
क्या बोल रहा हूँ? हाँ,
Yes
सो
sir.
here try to understand one important point is what they are saying, that here Cr3 plus is the more stable compared with Cr, which is anomalous behavior once again. Till now we have studied whatever the unpaired electrons are there, that is the more stable. But here once again I am saying that Cr to Cr3 plus is more stable. Means from Cr to easily that can convert into the Cr3 plus by giving the 2 electron. Means this is also good reducing agent. Cr also good reducing agent. वो easily ये 3 electrons को दे देगा किसी और को. The stable electronic configuration of what? For this one Cr3 plus, which is the 3d3, 4s0, 3d3. Why it is? See, try to understand. Whenever, let me clear this first. Whenever the d block elements are, d orbitals are there, 1. What are the d orbitals? What are the names of the d orbitals? Vidisha, can you tell? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vidisha, what are the d orbitals? Like dxy, dyz, like that we have studied, right? So what are that one?
dz square,
Dz square,
dx square minus y square,
very good.
and dx
Hmm.
dy dz.
Is it correct, Rohini? Dx, dy, dz, like that.
dxy
Ah,
dzy
dyz, dzx, like that. Okay, so these are the different shapes you have studied already in 11th. So for example, dz square means the structure will be like this. For example, dx square minus dy square means the structure will be look like this. The structure will be look like this. So dxy dyz means how? So along with the x-axis, between the x-axis and y-axis, that's how the shapes will be. So what happens whenever this chromium is there? Chromium orbitals are this d orbitals. For example, CrCl3 is there. Chromium Cl3 is there. So this is called the ligand. What we call the Cl is called the ligand. So why we call it as a ligand? The one which is donates the lone pair of electrons, or whatever that donates the lone pair of electrons, usually we say it as a ligand. So in the case of chromium, if that is in Cr3 plus case, okay, this is not exactly Cr3 plus will not form. Whenever the coordination compounds, that is more stable in Cr3 plus, that you will understand in when you study in the coordination chemistry. Whenever the ligands are approach, basically this type of chlorine, ammonia, with the, for example, NH3 is there, okay, NH3 is there. Exactly I will write the compounds of Cr, NH3, 6, Cl3. This type of compounds you will study in coordination compound. Here it is 3 minus. Cl3 minus 3 minus. So total this complex will be 3 plus. Okay, that is the reason chromium 3 plus. In what happens whenever the chromium 3 plus is there, this will be splitted, which d orbitals will be splitted. How it will be splitted? This will splitted into 2 types. Okay, so what are those one? This dz square and dx square minus y square will be splitted, and another 3 here 2 will be splitted. Okay, it means that these are having the higher energies, and the rest 3 will be splitted here. 1 2 3. Here how many it is there? dxy, dyz, dyz, and dzx. So what happens basically, these 3 electrons whatever is there, that comes here. So that is the reason we say it as a chromium is the Cr3 plus, compared with the chromium, Cr3 plus is the more stable. Okay, here no electrons are there. So now it is halfly filled. If it is as a this one, that is the stable, but here it is the more stable because of this reason. Okay, is it clear, Pooja? What happens? So why that means that Cr3 plus ion is there. If you want to convert into this Cr, that will be too difficult, because that is the reason of what is the reason there. Cr3 plus itself is the most stable, and you are giving electrons to this one to convert into the Cr. So that is the reason. Low values means highly negative values will be there. Highly negative values means what? If this is getting, that is the more stable. If Cr is there, that one is the, you can say that is a good reducing agent, means by giving the 3 electrons that is getting. Since that is giving the electrons, that you can say it as a reducing agent. Now the next point. Oh no. Atomic and ionic radii. So this is anyhow we know that. What is that means? That atomic and ionic radii, what happens if you go across the period? Size will be decreases, right? If you go across the period, that is size will be always decreases. Now let's see what happens here. It decreases. The atomic ionic radii first decreases. What they are saying, that first decreases till the middle. Till the middle. Which one is the middle element? Vidisha, which one is the middle element?
Manganese.
Manganese. Okay, till what they are saying, that till the middle, till the manganese that will decreases, becomes almost constant, and then increases towards the end of the period. So what they are saying, that if you go across the period, that will in between till middle, that will keep decreases, and suddenly that will maintain the constant. The values almost will be maintained the constant. Then at last, whatever the last one, which is the last one, zinc, there again that size will be increased in the last one. What is the reason? New electrons enter say d orbital. So where it is entering? New electron entering in the d orbital. You are entering the electron into the d orbitals only. Each time the nuclear charge increasing. So what happens from scandium to the titanium, for example? One proton also increasing, one electron also increasing. Number of proton only the atomic number. So proton also increasing and electrons also increasing. So due to that one, what is happening? The d orbitals are the diffused shape they are having. D orbitals are having the diffused shape. That is the reason that whatever the nucleus is there, that is unable, that is strongly attracting the outermost electrons. If you go across the period, electron also increasing, proton also increasing. So what is means that, for example, I will explain you with the okay. This is the nucleus of, for example, titanium. Okay, titanium. So another one I take nucleus and shell, D shell. Okay, inside that anyhow, those shells will be there, that you don't worry about that one. What happens now? I will write, this is titanium. Just imagine this is the titanium, and just imagine this is the manganese one. So titanium means how many protons that will be there in that one, Vidisha? How many protons that will have? Vidisha.
22.
Very good. So 22 protons will have. Okay. Here manganese how many?
Uh, 22.
Manganese also 22 protons.
24, sir.
What is the atomic number of manganese?
23. 23.
Atomic number of manganese is 23. Very good. Then what is the atomic number of vanadium?
25. 25, sir.
अभी सब बता दो, और अब क्या, अब नेक्स्ट क्या बताने वाले हो? 27, 28 alternate. You should not get confused here. Manganese means 25 proton. Okay, basically what is happening in between, what are there? Scandium, titanium, vanadium is there. Then this is 20T, vanadium is 23, chromium is also there. Here electrons are keep adding. So titanium means what? Actually simple titanium means 22 protons and 22 electrons are there. So where that electrons are adding each time here, those are adding in the d orbitals, which are having the diffused shapes. Okay, these d orbitals are diffused shape, but protons are increasing in between nucleus, and you are increasing the strength of the nucleus. So keep, but electrons wherever that is going, those are going into the diffused shapes. Due to that one, these d orbitals are they unable to shield that one properly. What happens then till manganese here, that will keep attract strongly. So that is the reason what will happen, that size will maintain constantly. Okay, size will maintain. That is the, that will decrease, but that also not that much, very much decreases. Okay, so this is the meaning of that one. Now we will see, each time the nuclear charge increases by unity, but the shielding effect of a d electron is not that effective. Hence, the net electrostatic attractions between the nuclear charge and the outermost electron increases. So what is happening due to the diffusive state, that is increasing. Hence, and the ionic radius decreases. Ionic radius are the decreasing. So this is the meaning of that one. Now, so this is how you can see here scandium. So this is the related to the radius only. What we are talking about, radius. What is happening here? Size is decreasing. Scandium, titanium, vanadium, and all the 3D series here given, 4D series also given here, 5D series also is here, it is given. So you can see here titanium, it is vanadium, chromium, it is decreasing. It is decreasing till where? Manganese. You can see curve like this. But here what is happening from the manganese, iron, since nuclear charge is increasing, this is almost constant. Okay, till copper. Okay, but again from nickel to the copper it is increased. What is happening here? It is increased little bit, not that much, but it is increased. From here it went to the zinc again, increased like that. This is the meaning of that one. This is all about the sizes. What is the radius? 12, 13, 14, like that. And these are the 3D series, 4D series, 5D. The same case. For scandium, here it is the, this one is the first 3D series. The blue dotted lines, whatever it is here, it is this one. Okay. And 5D series is a red one. So here one thing you can observe. So what is that one? What difference you are observing in these three? Vidisha, what difference? Pooja, what are you observing in these lines? Pooja.
Yes, sir.
What difference you are observing here in this between? You are observing anything? Any difference? In these three lines, you are observing anything? What is happening here? Sizes 3D series, 4D series, 5D series. Which one is the higher one? Size is increasing. But if you compared with the three, so there is one smaller difference. So what is that smaller difference? Can you find it out by looking at the diagram? As a general, you see distance you count. So this row and this row and this row, third rows are there. What did you find anything, Aishwarya?
Space in between the both space is more, sir.
Huh? Yes, you are saying correct, Aishwarya. Tell me.
Between that two lines and last line, no, sir, space is more, sir.
Very good. So here, so you can understand here, this 3D series and 4D series, the sizes are increased suddenly. Okay, but 4D and 5D, the sizes gap is not that much. Is it clear, Pooja, what is happening there, basically?
Yes, sir.
So here you can see from 3D to 4D sizes are increased, but 4D to the 5D, there is no much increase in the size. Why it is? Vidisha, why? What could be the reason for this one? Vidisha.
They have nearly same radius.
Yes, very good. But why? This 4D and 5D are having the nearly same radius. Very good, excellent. But why?
Because lanthanides and actinides are also
Very good, excellent, excellent. So in between what is happening, there are 4f orbitals also coming there, which are very worse than the d orbitals to shield. So in between what is happening here, 4f orbitals came in between. So that is the reason those are unable to shield. 4f orbitals are unable to shield the outermost electrons. That is the reason what happened. Protons are increasing. The same way protons are pulling the electrons the more strongly. So this is only called the lanthanide contraction. This is only called the lanthanide contraction. Lanthanide contraction, very very important. Lanthanide contraction. Contraction means what? थोड़ा पास में आने का, फ्लिक करने का. एक्सपैंड का ऑपोजिट कॉन्ट्रैक्शन. यूजुअली 3D to 4D क्या हो रहा है? एक्सपैंड हो रहा है. बट 4D to 5D क्या हो रहा है? एक्सपैंड नहीं हो रहा है. वो ऑलमोस्ट सेम है. If you go down the groups, that size should be increased a lot. Why? Because new shells are adding. 3D, 4D, 5D means you can imagine how many shells became in between. For example, 4D between 5D, what will be there? 5s will be there, 5p will be there, 5D, many things will be there. 4f also will be there. But these 4f orbitals are unable to shield. This is only the lanthanide contraction, which is very important in the F block element. Is it clear, Aishwarya, or you want me to explain this one?
No, sir, it is clear, sir.
Very good. Next, with increasing atomic number, nuclear charge and shielding effect of d electrons and counterbalance the effect, resulting in small decrease. So, okay, this is what we have discussed. Small decrease in atomic radii. In a series, atomic radii decreases initially and varies irregularly, showing near constancy up to the 11th group and then increases in 12th group. What they are saying that if you go to the till the copper, what it was decreased, but till nickel. So till after nickel, copper is increased size. So that's what they are saying, that copper and zinc will be increased. So groups, so whatever groups, second group elements are who? The one which are the beryllium, magnesium, all these are the second group. First group, lithium, sodium, potassium, all these are the first group. Second group, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium, all these are the second group. Who are the third one? Third group elements कौन सा है? Who are the third? हाँ, very good रोहिणी. रोहिणी का नेटवर्क आ गया अभी. टाइटेनियम नहीं है. टाइटेनियम third group नहीं है. Scandium, ytterbium is the third group. Okay, if you see the periodic table, what happens? You are going like this. 15th group, what you have studied? Nitrogen, like that you have studied, right? 14th group, carbons, like that. 13th group, what you have studied? Boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. Those are the 13th group. So where till that 13th group means what? 3 to 12 are there in between, right? So that one. 3D, 3. Third group कौन सा है अभी? Scandium, ytterbium. Third group. Fourth group, which one? Titanium, zirconium, hafnium. That is whom? That is the fourth group. Fifth group, vanadium, nebulum, tantalum. That one. Next, sixth group. Next to vanadium, whom? Chromium. Chromium, molybdenum, wolfram. This one. Next to that one, manganese. Manganese, technetium, rhenium. Like that. So next one, next to manganese, whom? Iron. Iron, ruthenium, osmium. Okay, like that. Next to the iron, who will come? Cobalt. Cobalt, rhodium, iridium. Next to cobalt, nickel will come. Nickel, palladium, platinum. Next to nickel, copper. Copper, silver, gold. Next to copper, zinc, cadmium, mercurium. Okay, like that. No need to worry about that. Remember all these things. That's how groups are increasing. 3, 4, 5, 6 till the 12. So that's what they are saying, that till 11 that was decreasing. Okay, so in between till manganese, that was major change is there. But manganese to the nickel, there is no much difference. Very less difference is there. Then manganese to copper to the cobalt, nickel to the copper increased. Copper to the zinc, once again it is increased. So these are the some anomalous properties of that particular one. Hope it is clear now. Okay, but third A group means that is different in Roman number. Third A, that is different again. That is 13th group only. Third A, fourth A, Roman numbers. Fourth A means the whatever it is, the fourth means the valency, the whatever the outermost number of electrons are there, according to that, that is also given in Roman numbers. Third A, fourth A, fifth A, sixth A, seventh A, like that. Okay, seventh A means what? A groups, A, seventh A होना चाहिए. Simply, if I say 17th group means nitrogen, I like that. Nitrogen group, halogen groups, sorry. Like that, you have to remember. Okay, that's what showing near constancy up to 11th group and then increases in 12th group. That is the meaning of that one. So here you can see you have written all the electronic configurations of this one, right? Scandium 3 plus, titanium 3 plus, all this you have written. Here you can see 3D 0. If it is a 3D 0, that is showing the colorless. Okay. If 3D 10, that is then also showing the colorless. Then what is the responsibility for the color? Aishwarya, what do you feel? What is the so rest all are having the colors? Why it is?
Because they are fully filled and they are empty orbitals.
That's why they are. So rest are titanium 3 plus, vanadium 3 plus, all of these are having the color. Why it is so? Why it is so, Pooja? क्यों ये color है?
Because of alloys, sir.
Because of?
Alloys.
Here we are not talking about the alloys. Alloys means what? Mixed of metals. Here no mixed of metals. What do you feel, Vidisha? Why the color is the reason? Okay, she said that colorless. That's fine. Very good. Because those are having the completely filled and it is not completely filled. That is the reason it is not any electron is there. But here I am talking about here Mn2 plus is there, for example, 3d5 pink color. Why the color from where it is coming? Vidisha, what do you feel?
Sir,
Rohini, what do you think? What is the reason for this color?
sir, because of empty space means lone pairs are there, sir. That's why some radiations has been trapped.
Okay, very good. So major important point is here unpaired electrons. What is happening here? Unpaired electrons are there in all this. So ये paid is there, complete paid. Okay, unpaired electron at least एक तो होना चाहिए उसमें. So for example, let's take this Cr3 plus and Mn2 plus. So what is the electronic configuration of that one? Let us see. Cr3 plus and Mn2 plus and Cu plus 1 and another one is Cu2 plus. Okay, plus 2 wherever you can write. So chromium 3 Cr3 plus means what? We have seen 4s0 3d3. So if I write for this one, how I can write 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5, right? 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electron. So 3 unpaired electrons are there. So if 3d is there, okay, fourth shell is started here. So fourth shell is started means what happens? There 4p and 4d also there. 4p 0, 4d 0. No electrons are there. So due to that one, what happens? These electrons usually when the light is falls on that one, what happens? Those single electrons can jump to here or here anywhere. In that process, they will release some radiation that we can see it as a color. But these are must and should unpaired electrons. Like in the case of manganese, Mn2 plus. So what is the Mn2 plus? 4s 0 and 3d 5. So you are having the 5 unpaired electrons. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5. That is the reason this will show beautiful pink color compounds. Wherever the Mn2 plus ions are there, that will show pink color compounds, wherever it is. Whether if you take MnCl2 or MnBr2, whatever it is. So you tell me, all of you do Cu plus 1 and Cu2 plus. So which one is the colored one? You calculate and you tell me quickly Cu plus 1 and Cu2 plus. So since copper sulfate that is having the 2 plus ion, that is the reason what that color it is having blue color. Okay, beautiful blue color. And Mn2 plus pink color. And chromium, wherever it is the +3 oxidation state is there, that will show violet. So that's how purple. Okay, these are the very, very important. Manganese especially they ask, the copper, nickel also they ask. Okay, green. Cobalt is only pink color. These colors also you have to remember. Why? Those are having the unpaired electrons. You can see the colors of potassium dichromate. Which color? Orange color that is showing. Copper sulfate, blue color. Iron sulfate, Fe2 sulfate. This is how that will looks like. Cobalt chloride, you can see pink color. We have seen CO2 plus means what? Pink color. Nickel means like this pale green color, or like that you can say.